Hey, good morning, everybody. Bill Unich bringing you another episode of Mindset Monday. Hey, I hope you had a great week. And so today's topic I'm calling Control the Controllables. Now, what do I mean when I say control the controllables? Well, pretty simple is that there's so many things that go on in our lives that, to be honest, we just don't really have control over. I don't have control over the weather, right? Of what that's going to look like. I don't have control over what's happening, and especially in the season that we're in the political season of what all the things I don't have control over, like the stock market. There's so many things, right, that I don't have control over. But I'll tell you, the two things that each of us, all of us, if you're watching this today, have control over. And that is one is that we have control over our attitude, how we think. We get to choose that, and not coming from a place of, well, I'm feeling that way because of all of this other stuff. It's no, we get to make that choice to be able to choose how we're showing up, our attitude around something. Okay. So that's number one, is that we have control over our attitude. Number two is we have control over our effort of what we do, of how we show up in any situation, whether that's in our relationships, whether that's in our business, doesn't matter. And so one of the things that I just want to share with you is, as we're going into this week, yes, I think we're in a time of everything what's going on. It feels like, man, things are just like, maybe at times out of control. It feel like they're out of control in your life. And what we want to do is that when we feel that way, I know for me anyhow, is that I want to like take control of like more stuff, right? Like I want to be able to control that and do it, because it just the way our brain works, it makes us feel, better. And so we have to be careful about that, because, trying to control other people and other things that we just don't have the power to do that, we miss out on a lot of the great things that are happening in our lives. And so what I would just encourage you this week is just look at that as like, hey, how am I showing up with my mindset, right? So I call this Mindset Monday. Is how is my attitude? Is it, am I starting to drift a little bit more negatively? And that is, stop watching TV, stop watching the news. And so, what can we do to feed that, to make that attitude different and better and more positive, that'll take you in the direction that you want to go. And also then secondly is looking at your effort, is like, hey, how am I showing up? Right? Am I showing up in the best version of myself for everybody, for everything, for my relationships, for my, for you, for your kids, for your business, your job, wherever you find yourself in that, because that's what you have control over. It's like, hey, I can be better. And what I find is, when I do that, when I step into wanting to be that best version of myself, everything else starts to kind of fall away. And then, because then it's like, hey, I can control that. This is how I can make myself feel, not expecting someone else to make me feel a certain way or to do all of that. No, it's taking control of those controllables. So that's what I've got for you for today, for this week's Mindset Monday. Hey, go out, make it an awesome week, control the controllables, and we'll see you next time.